What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose, the podcast about red pill content shown to everyday people that's not too familiar with red pill content. Now, we got a returning guest, a superstar returning guest. Comments was crazy last time.
Why are they so mad? Gabrielle Christine, hey guys, I know you missed me.
Do you want to talk anybody about the comments like 10 seconds real quick or no?
The comments were absolutely ridiculous. You know, I'll see you in the comments next time though. It's okay, we'll get to it again.
All right, today we are doing what is this? This is the sex women fantasize about. Now, before we even jump into the video, what sex do you fantasize about?
Oh wow, jeez, you really gonna ask me?
Straight up.
You're so direct. Okay, what do I...
Just give us one.
You guys are gonna judge me for this, but I don't fucking give a fuck. Lately I have been fantasizing about the two guys, one girl scenario.
I thought you were about to say 2 girls, 1 cup. I was about to be like, this is over.
Get out.
Get out. Okay, so you said 2 guys and you.
1 girl. Yeah.
So you would be the girl in that scenario. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Okay, so this
this shit is low. Technical difficulties again. Let's turn this up.
Get your shit together, dog.
Girl, I'm about to fucking. Where we at? We need to go here. Turn it up. Now we are back to business.
Sex. This is a video about rape fantasies. So there's no way that YouTube is going to monetize this video. But I'm
demonetized too.
Every now and then I just get sick of self-censoring and I want to cover this topic. Because
Amen.
Even if I make no money from this video, it's important to talk about. But I just want to start off by thanking all of you who support me on Patreon. To have an
Speaking of which, I just made a Patreon, link in the description below.
alternative stream of income that's not dependent on YouTube honestly has saved the channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be making YouTube videos. So for all of you who support me with whatever amount that you do, thank you. All right, let's get into it. I want you to check out this graph. I found it on Reddit and it is a beautiful piece of data.
I love Reddit.
It was collected from a survey of over 2,000 people. Now you can see here on the vertical axis, this is how popular a specific fetish is, a sexual fantasy. So you can see that alternative sex positions other than missionary, that's the most popular, along with things like female use of sex toys, light bondage, female submission. These are things that are most popular. The things at the bottom, like creepy crawlies and necrophilia, those are extremely rare. Now, the horizontal axis plots how taboo something is. So the further along the horizontal line, the more taboo it is. So things like pedophilia, bestiality, these are the most taboo. Whereas things like uniforms and dressing up, that's pretty tame. The last bit of data this graph gives us
is a very interesting graph.
One gender to have that sexual fantasy. So the more blue a dot is, the more it's a male-specific fantasy. And the more pink, the more it is specific to females. As you can see...
I know you don't like pink, but...
God damn it.
And cuts, what that stood out to you? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I have had some friends that are into that, female friends that are into that. So I think that is interesting that is something that comes from us, I guess.
Okay. What on this list do you go with? You vibe with, so to speak?
I was gonna pick one just to piss you guys off, but I won't pick it. I have done it though before, but
which one? Hold on, wait. Which one?
That one.
Pegging? You pegged a dude?
Why did you say it out loud?
Oh, I wasn't supposed to say it out loud.
Get on my nerves. Whoa, incest roleplay. Whoa, that's interesting.
No, that's very popular.
Okay, I'm supposed to be picking ones that
No, I just wanted to know like your top 3 that you like. I really connect with this.
Probably humiliation, sadism.
Hold on. Where's that?
Sadism.
Okay, got it. What is that? I don't even know what that is.
Sadists are people that I believe...
Oh, you talking about like worship the devil?
No. Sadist, if we want to do a Google thing, I think sadist is the pain, or maybe I haven't switched up. Masochism is the pain.
Okay.
Sadism is the embarrassment. Something like that.
Okay, so you want to be embarrassed. So have you seen Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
So like that? Kind of? Where the woman, she was like literally naked walking down the entire town.
No, I don't want that.
Okay.
There's extremes. Like, I want like the soft side of that, where you tell me like, you know, fucking worthless ass bitch.
Oh,
you know?
So just words, verbal.
Yeah.
Verbal, like.
Verbal abuse.
Yeah, okay, got you. Verbal abuse, just during sex. Got you.
Just during sex.
Okay, got you.
Verbal abuse. And then like a little pain, a little like.
Okay.
You know, throwing around, choking, slapping, spitting on each other.
Now, since it's a fantasy, I'm guessing you don't get that often.
Not that often.
Gotcha.
Maybe once or twice a year.
Once or twice a year? Okay. All right. And what was the last one? Do you have any that you what was the last one? I know you said that sadism and humiliation.
I like submitting. Like, I enjoy submitting in the bedroom.
Yeah.
But I also like dominating, depending on what type of man or female that I'm dealing with.
Okay. Okay.
What is futa?
What is what?
Is that, am I saying that right? Futa?
Futa? I have no idea. I don't even know nothing about none of this shit.
I really want to.
But all right, no, let's see.
Men are crazy. Like, look at all the weird stuff that we're into. Some of these, I don't even know what they are. I've never heard of
race
vor.
play.
I've never heard of scat. I've never heard of futa. And to be honest with you guys, I'm too nervous to actually Google it in case I see something I don't want to. But now look at the female-dominated fetishes, and you'll see a consistent theme. Spanking, females submitting, males dominating, masochism, choking, bondage, rape play. All of their fantasies center around this idea of a woman submitting to a man, often getting punished or hurt. And I want to explain the psychology of why women are so much more likely to fantasize about rape than men. This topic is really confusing for a lot of guys because
this
in the
is a
normal
really
world,
good
he's
video.
hearing about how women
Good
want to be treated
job.
nicely. They want to be respected and treated kindly. But then he might go into the bedroom with a girl who says that she wants to be slapped, she wants to be choked. And it's blowing his mind apart. He doesn't know how to reconcile these two things. So while I don't claim that this is going to be comprehensive, I've put together a list of 10 reasons why women might be into male domination or rape fantasies.
Let's hear it.
Not all of these are going to apply to every woman who has these specific fantasies, but if you have a partner who's into this kind of stuff, maybe one of these is going to click for you. Number one, sexual blame avoidance. Some women grow up with the message that women aren't really meant to enjoy sex. Sometimes they get this message from the family, but often it's absorbed just from the wider culture, and she feels guilty about her own sexual desires. The fantasy of rape or being forced to submit is appealing because it removes
it's out of our control.
Responsibility for the sexual act.
I'll take that.
I told you he's much more logical than the other people. He breaks it down.
Yes, I had orgasms, but I didn't want to. He made me do it. I was forced into that situation. Number two, they're sick of men being too gentle. The fact of the matter is that women are tougher than most men realize, especially in the modern age. These days, young guys tend to treat women really softly, really delicately, and during sex it's like, can I touch you here? Can I touch you there? Is this okay? Sorry, did I hurt you?
Grab that shit.
So I got a quick question, very quick question. So in your experience, do you agree with this one? Because this one's a very, big thing to talk about.
Yeah. It definitely sexually, it's definitely a thing, even when it's consensual, because guys don't really know what turns you on or what turns you off, or maybe what they like you won't like.
They don't want to go too far.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, mess up the mood or vibe and make things awkward. So I get it. I've definitely experienced it.
Okay. What? You hold it back. Don't hold back. What are you thinking right now?
I mean, I'm just thinking of like a time where like I thought that we would have had great, amazing sex, and then it came down to it, and
it was trash.
It was trash because it seemed like they were into things that they were scared to introduce to me. Or show me or whatever. And so then it just made the sex super duper bland, and I was kind of over it. Like, kind of, hey, let's just not nut.
Let's just relax.
Let's just
not. Okay, makes sense.
Find this incredibly frustrating. Stop being so delicate. I can take it. I just want a man to grab me and to fuck me. I'll be fine. Number three, Breaking taboo. The prevalent message of Western society is that we live in this exploitative patriarchy, where men are objectifying women and using them for their own selfish pleasure. Culturally speaking, women should be identifying with this defiant feminism that refuses to be an object of a man's desire. The unintended consequence of this is that the fantasies that a woman has of being completely dominated by a man is a huge taboo, which of course makes it extremely sexually exciting. There's the thrill of doing something forbidden. She might be this proud, strong, feminist woman during the day, but at nighttime in the bedroom with her partner, she's completely submissive and does whatever he tells her to do. With that comes the sexual thrill of breaking the taboo. Number 4, to deepen her
masculine
trust with her man. Women want to feel close with their man. They want to feel safe and protected. And essentially, the more trust in him that she feels, the more in love she feels. Experimenting with sex where he is...
Do you feel that is super true? That more trust? Okay.
Because guys that haven't been scared, or people that haven't been scared to like just dive in, those are the people that I act crazy about, because it's like, oh my God.
Okay. All right.
It's overwhelming.
Okay.
And so those are the people that will have crazy baby moms or crazy exes. And
Oh, so you're saying you can't be too good?
yeah, like
No, I'm joking.
just taking control and dominating. Sometimes that can go.
Either way, gotcha.
It can go real left.
Dominant and she is submissive is a massive relinquishing of her power, and that's something that she could only do if she really trusted her man. If she's getting tied up, she's getting her hair pulled, she's getting spanked, choked, whatever it might be, those kind of acts are so intensely vulnerable that she could only do that with somebody that she has a lot of trust with. And it's through those acts that she's actually able to deepen her trust with her partner. Number 5, reenacting trauma. This one's really sad, and unfortunately it's quite common. If a woman was ever raped or sexually molested as a child, she's going to be traumatized
Yeah,
by
that's
what
some
happened
dark
to her.
shit.
The struggle for her
not ready
will
for
be
that.
to integrate what happened, to relive that experience, but this time to have power, which in the fantasy she does. In the fantasy, she has control because it's just a fantasy. It's not something that's actually happening. And this is an important distinction. Just because people have sexual fantasies does not automatically mean that they actually want to play them out in the real world. So if a woman has been sexually assaulted or subject to rape, she might play out a similar situation in her mind, in her fantasy, because it's a part of experimenting, going back into those same emotions. But because it's a fantasy, it's in her imagination, she has the control to stop it at any time that she wants. That's something that she couldn't do when it was happening for real. She couldn't just stop her mind and exit the situation. It was happening when she didn't have that kind of power. But now she does. I understand that this might sound strange, but fantasizing about the very situations that traumatized you the most can be an effective way for releasing trauma. Number 6, proof of desirability. One of the biggest turn-ons that there is for women is the thought of themselves being massively desirable. This one can be a little bit difficult.
Okay, pause. Is that true?
Duh.
Okay, no. So if someone, but this plays into the simp thing, where is if a guy is overly simpy, overly giving you flowers, overly giving you attention, you kind of like, So I'm guessing that only happens when you already like the dude a lot.
Yeah, I think you can show someone that they're desirable by just the energy that you give them, the eye contact that you give them, and all those things. You don't have to like get the flowers to show her that she's desirable. You don't have to make her a meal to show her that she's desirable. It's just that dominating, like, come here, girl.
Okay.
Let me put the...
Difficult for men to relate to, because essentially it's a uniquely female experience to get turned on by yourself. Essentially, when women feel sexy, they feel sexual. So in that vein, any fantasy that reinforces how desirable she is going to be a turn on. So the thought that any man in her proximity cannot even control himself, she's just so sexy, so desirable that he just has to have her right there, and he even violates her consent. That
What?
So maybe that's the simp thing that you keep talking about, the alpha and the beta of like when lesser of a man comes up to me and shows me that he's like really into me and desires me, it comes off very corny, very weird, very creepy, like you're gonna watch me go home, you know, type of thing. But when like an alpha,
a more attractive person to you,
does it, sometimes they will do stuff, at least here in Atlanta, how they play it is like they'll be really aggressive and really assertive, and then they'll fall all the way back. And then maybe wait till the end of the night to like get some eye contact, and then, you know, see.
That's definitely a trick. Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
It can be appealing. It plays on this fantasy of, I'm so beautiful, I'm so desirable that I make men lose control. Number 7, the desire to be punished. It's another sad one. If a woman has really low self-esteem and she feels absolutely horrible about herself, she's not really going to like it when men treat her really, really well and they treat her with kindness, because she's thinking, what's wrong with this man? Doesn't he see how horrible I am? This makes me uncomfortable. This makes me suspicious. I'm horrible and I deserve to be treated horribly. That's my comfort zone. She will feel more at ease during sex if the man is treating her badly. You know, she's getting dominated, she's getting physically punished, but there's that reassuring thought, finally I'm getting what I deserve. It's incredibly sad. It's tragic.
I'm into that. No, it's pretty kinky.
Say that, hold on, say what?
I'm kind of into that a little bit. It's a little kink. It's not necessarily sad. Obviously, if a woman like genuinely suffers from low self-esteem and like just wants to be punished all the time, that's what he's saying. But there's small incremental moments that happen where like maybe we have a argument and I was wrong. So I want you to fuck me like I was wrong.
Got you. Okay, cool.
You know?
No, I got it. Okay. So that makeup sex.
That there are many women out there who have been treated terribly by the people in their lives, and it's too traumatic to imagine that the world is filled with sadistic abusers, and so as a coping mechanism they internalize it and they come to convince themselves that the reason why they were subject to such horrible treatment was because they deserved it. Number 8, to lose control. Some women get incredibly bored with always knowing what's going to happen, always being the one to plan things, always to be the one in control. And especially for the successful...
I see you over there really shaking your head. Is this something that you really connect with?
1,000%. I mean, I think everybody gets
I was about to say men too, as well. Yeah, you get tired of the same old,
the monotony, the like same old, like, okay, you're gonna suck my dick. Oh, okay, you want me to do that? Oh, okay. But like when shit just starts fucking coming out of nowhere, whoa, vagina is overflowing. Slow down.
Okay. So not even sometimes, a lot of times you would want a situation to happen where it's not like something that you expect.
Yeah. Okay. I think sometimes we can get into relationships after so many years. Like sex always happens in the bedroom. It doesn't really happen anywhere else.
True.
Like,
yeah.
You
just want to spice it up every once.
Yeah, you just want to let control. And I told you, I'm a really dominating, masculine,
aggressive
woman. So, yeah, sexually, I'm looking for somebody that I can lose control with, for sure.
Okay. Got you.
Like business, corporate type women, they come to really hate that. For those types of women, the appeal of a male domination fantasy is that she can't predict what's going to happen next. It's out of her hands. She has no control. He's the one making all of the decisions. It's appealing because in the bedroom, she gets taken on an adventure. She just has to do whatever she's told, and that's such a welcome change from her regular life. Number 9, male power. Deep inside the female psyche is a mechanism there from evolution that makes women respond sexually to displays of male power. A man who is strong and powerful is a man who is capable of protecting her, of providing for her. So in this instance, the fantasy is less about her own submission, but just watching a man be a man, strong, powerful, unapologetic. It's a turn on to see that kind of raw masculinity, to be with a man who is stronger than her and can just overpower her. Lastly, number 10, accessing her deep femininity. In this increasingly
He is giving eyes.
neutral culture that we see, there is this strong desire
I think you might need to listen to
for women
this.
to feel like a woman. And the best way for her to access that deep womanhood, that femininity, is in the polarization of being with a masculine man. If masculinity is active and femininity is receptive, then sex is the ultimate expression of these two forces coming together in harmony. The very act of a man thrusting his penis into a woman, that's masculine. And the act of receiving a man's penis into your vagina is feminine. But with dominant submissive role play, they can take that polarization even further, to the point where the man is acting even stronger. He's just doing whatever he wants, and it's the woman's role to just receive whatever the man is putting out. It can get really, really intense to the point...
I see you reacting to what? What are your thoughts?
I don't know. That just little clip of what he just said of like a woman I don't know. That sounded real rapish, but
Oh, okay.
I understand what he means. But
Okay.
it can allow people to think it's okay to like just dominate a woman in the bedroom.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. What? No, I get what you're saying. You're just saying that there's a thin line between like
Very thin.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you.
Point where it is physical and punishing, but so long as it's consensual, it still exists within this greater framework of harmony and allows a woman to access those deep reserves of feminine energy. Remember, this list is not exhaustive, but if you have a girlfriend who's into these kind of fantasies and you've never understood why, hopefully one or two of these have helped that click for you. It feels good to just talk about sex and not have to censor all of my words. I have a bunch of extra content on my Patreon from like 5 or 6 months back. I did a whole bunch, like a long series of more sexual content, talking about sexual fantasies and things like that. So if you want to hear me talk more about sexual topics, there's a bunch of stuff on my Patreon. One of the members of my...
Okay, yeah, so he's done. All right, so watching that video, what are your thoughts?
I think...
Is it very true? Is it false?
I think it's very true. I think the information was balanced and articulated very well. Yeah, and he definitely looks like he fucking eats ass and sucks toes.
Where did that shit come from? He looks like he eats ass and sucks toes.
So he might be the expert for you guys to listen to. So I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Smooshing of the eyes.
That's not a fantasy of yours. Somebody sucking your toes, eating your ass.
Definitely. Like if you can suck my toes while you hit it from the back.
Hold on, wait, what? What's my toe when you hit it from the back? How is that possible?
Like you hit me, and then my legs are already behind me, so you kind of just lift it.
Oh, okay.
I lift it.
That's weird. That's just weird. Okay, got you. You into some weird shit. Got you.
Is that too much?
No.
What
I
are
get
you
it.
into?
A lot of shit, but that shit just blew
We're
my
not
mind.
gonna talk about what you're into.
No. But okay, to rewind and go back. So, did you go with or vibe with or really connect with some of those fantasies that was shown in that chart? A lot of fantasies that was shown in the chart.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think mine. It's gonna sound racist, but I'm gonna just say it. I would never want to peg a man that I would date.
Okay.
Which I typically date black men.
Okay.
And black women.
So that means you peg only white dudes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. White dudes, y'all weird, bro. No, like, whatever you into, I would never. That shit gay as fuck. But anyway, we get
not
off.
even like a butt plug.
We get
or
off
a
topic.
vibrator.
No. I'm punch you in the throat.
Not
rip.
a vibrator. Okay, so they have blowjob vibrators that go at like.
I want y'all to
base
flame
of
her in
your
the fucking
dick.
comments. What?
Base of your dick.
No.
Vibrates.
No.
She sucks it.
No.
No toys?
No.
Just saliva in hand.
It depends on the toys and whether the toys are doing. If it's anything with ass, it's not happening.
It's not going to your butt. It's at the bottom of your shaft.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, maybe. It just depends. Yeah, it depends. Anyway.
Y'all be so scared.
Not scared. Anyway, where can they find you?
I would like to say it's not gay if you don't do it with a man.
Gay.
It's
Anyway, where can they find you?
Sweetest things I never said on Instagram. That's me.
All right.
Listen to our podcast.
It's your boy Don Jay. Peace.
Fuck you.